The human body is part of a structure far deeper than what the eye can see. Every cell, every breath, every drop of blood, all are created with precise measure. Within that measure lies both a divine wisdom and a scientific mystery. In the Qur'an, Allah says, "We created man from a mixed drop of fluid." This verse explains that mankind was brought into existence within a perfect order. Modern science calls this biological development, while Islamic thought calls it the degrees of creation or tokmul, spiritual and physical progression within divine purpose. This is not a materialist evolution, but a journey of creation guided by divine wisdom. And the most essential carrier of this journey is blood, for blood is both the vessel of physical life and the symbol of divine order. To understand this more deeply, let us first look at blood's place in the divine balance. The human body holds about 5 liters of blood, yet this is not merely a red liquid. It is a river of life, maintaining divine balance among every cell of the body, with every breath and every heartbeat. This river flows through thousands of miles of vessels carrying nourishment, removing toxins, and preserving the body's temperature. In the Qur'an, Surah Al-Anbiya, verse 30, Allah says, "Do not those who disbelieve see that the heavens and the earth were joined together, then we split them apart, and we made every living thing from water. Will they not then believe?" Blood, too, is a manifestation of that water of creation within the human being. Among the greatest scholars of the Islamic and scientific world, known in the West as Avicenna, Ibn Sina described this relationship under the concept of blood, temperament, and wisdom. In his monumental work Al-Qanon fi al-Tib, the canon of medicine, he defines blood as the carrier of life. He explains that every human's blood is different because each person has a unique Mizan temperament, shaped by climate, nutrition, and the air of one's homeland. Ibn Sina writes, "The fluids of the body change according to the air of the land, and the nature of one is food. Every community carries a temperament suited to its own environment." This statement, said 1,000 years ago, remains true even today. Modern medicine now confirms that blood composition is affected not only by genetics but also by diet, environment, and even emotional state. What Ibn Sina called mizaj corresponds today to what we know as metabolic structure and genetic tendency. His science was built not merely on matter, but on wisdom, describing the human body as a reflection of divine harmony. After examining Ibn Sina's insights on blood, we turn to another pillar of Islamic thought, Imam Abu Hamid. Muhammad Al-Ghazali, known to medieval Latin philosophers as Al-Ghazal and today in Western academia as Al-Ghazal the Great, Ash'ari theologian, Shafi'i, jurist, mystic, and philosopher who challenged the limits of human reason. Imam Al-Ghazali viewed the human body not as a mechanical system, but as one of the signs of divine power. According to him, every cause in nature operates only by the will of Allah. He said, "Fire burns because Allah has placed the property of burning within it." This same logic applies to the flow of blood. Blood coagulates because Allah granted it that ability. The immune system recognizes disease because divine order has encoded that knowledge within it. To Al-Ghazali, change and order are not opposites, they are two faces of creation. Whenever something changes, it does so within the divine law, the Sa'utala. There is no randomness, there is only wisdom. Modern science calls this biological adaptation. Al-Ghazali described it as the continual renewal of creation. Now let us consider blood groups, the diversity of creation. In 1901, Austrian physician Karl Landsteiner discovered that human blood reacts differently when mixed. Some combinations clotted, others merged freely. He realized the surface of blood cells carries specific markers called antigens. This discovery led to the identification of 4 main groups, A, B, AB, and O. Later, the Rh factor was discovered, dividing each group into positive or negative types. Why such differences? Scientists now understand that these variations are the result of humanity's adaptation through history to disease, climate, and diet. But this adaptation is not random. It reflects the flexibility within divine creation. The Quran reminds us, "Indeed, we have created all things according to a precise measure." Surah Al-Qamar, 54 minutes and 49 seconds. Blood groups, too, are part of this divine measure, a sign of Allah's meticulous design. Among them, O positive is the most common, carried by about 4 in every 10 people. It is known in medicine as the universal donor because it can be given to nearly anyone with Rh positive blood. Modern studies reveal that this group also carries certain biological advantages. A 2020 study in the New England Journal of Medicine found that individuals with blood type O had a lower risk of infection from COVID-19, possibly due to differences in their antigen structure. In 2023, researchers at Harvard Medical School found that O-type individuals have lower levels of von Willebrand factor, a protein responsible for blood clotting. This reduces the risk of thrombosis but slightly increases bleeding risk. Another example of creation S-balance, protection and trial, ease and test, both within the same design. Today, scientists no longer see blood as a simple transport fluid. At the cellular level, it is an information system, carrying coded biological intelligence. In 2024, a joint study by Denmark, Technical University DTU and Lund University in Sweden revealed that enzymes produced by gut bacteria can remove the antigens from a BH and B blood types, effectively converting them into type O. This research, published in Nature Communications, could change everything we know about blood compatibility. The research team explained. A and B antigens are not merely genetic markers, they are biological structures that can be naturally modified by enzymes. This discovery echoes Al-Ghazali's principle. In nature, every cause exists by divine wisdom. There is a cause but never coincidence. Humanity is not creating new laws of nature. It is uncovering the laws Allah has already placed within His creation. Science continues to decode the genetic structure of blood. The ABO gene, located on chromosome 20, determines blood type through tiny genetic variations. Yet these variations develop in harmony with environmental factors, not by chance, but by divine adaptation. In Islamic thought, this is Tokmal development guided by divine purpose. It is not materialist evolution, but the unfolding of creation within Allah's plan. Just as an embryo transforms from a single drop into a complete human being, this too is a journey of purposeful change. In this process, there is transformation, but it is a planned design, not chaos. Even modern medicine now confirms the wisdom of balance. Regular blood donation improves heart and vascular health, regulates iron levels, increases oxygen capacity, and strengthens immunity. In other words, when you give, you are also renewed. This is the secret of creation. When you give, you are renewed. In conclusion, blood groups carry the traces of humanity's long journey through creation, a journey written in divine measure. They reveal both the constancy of Allah's law and the flexibility He placed within it. Ibn Sina called blood the essence of life. Al-Ghazali saw change as the manifestation of divine wisdom. And today, modern science with all its tools is confirming what these sages once intuited through reflection and faith. As of 2025, scientists are not merely analyzing blood, they are transforming it, personalizing it, and using it to heal. Yet no matter how advanced knowledge becomes, the warm current that flows through our veins will forever carry the silent language of creation. Blood is not merely the liquid of life, it is a line written with divine wisdom. Ibn Sina called it temperament, Al-Ghazali called it wisdom, modern science calls it genetics. But all whisper the same truth. Humanity is not born of chance, but of purpose. Blood does more than sustain life. It is one of the most delicate signs of divine order. In every drop is Allah's power. In every pulse His command B continues to flow. From heart to vessel, from vessel to cell, the traces of creation stream anew each moment, reminding us of a timeless truth. Man is not the owner of his existence, but its trustee. The living river within us is a sign of Allah's constant power. Like the blood in the heart, man depends on his Lord for life every moment, for He is the one who creates every instant, revives every instant, and sustains every instant. Within this wisdom lies the secret of human creation. Indeed, Allah the Exalted declares in the Qur'an, Surah Hadid, verse 56, "And I did not create the jinn and mankind except that they should worship me."